Last week, AWS launched a critical update to Control Tower APIs that will make provisioning and managing organizational units so much easier. Restrictions around updating Amazon Opensearch volumes have now been lifted, and Amazon GuardDuty runtime monitoring now protects clusters running in shared VPCs. You're watching AWS News Weekly, brought to you by Cloud Career Mentor. I'm your host Fayomi. Let's jump right into it. It used to be really difficult to manage and provision organizational units or OUs programmatically in Control Tower. Most actions you needed to take to manage these OUs were done using the AWS console. But that's all changed with these new updates. Control Tower administrators can now provision and manage OUs programmatically and apply governance rules to Control Tower OUs because of these changes. And this means no more clicking around in the console to get anything done. Now you can use greater automation to provision your Control Tower workflows, and these don't only apply to new OUs created, but they're also retroactive. So you can use these APIs to work with OUs that were already created in your Control Tower setup. And what makes this news even better is that these APIs are supported with CloudFormation, which means you can now manage your OUs using infrastructure as code tools. Another important news was centered around Amazon Opensearch. For those who don't know, Amazon Opensearch is a managed service that allows you to ingest, monitor, and analyze data or datasets at scale. Some common use cases include log analytics, application search, and more. It used to be that if you needed to make any updates to the cluster volume, such as the size, the type, throughput, or IOPS, you had to make those changes using a blue-green deployment. The benefits of the blue-green deployment was that it allowed those changes to happen with minimal disruption to the cluster. However, to be successful, those deployments had to happen at periods of low traffic to prevent any disruption to operational activities. And because of this, there needed to be a lot of planning and preparation that went in before a deployment was scheduled. But with these new updates, you don't need to schedule in a blue-green deployment to make any updates you have. And this means that updates to the volume can now happen quicker and easier. The final update we're going to talk about is that Amazon GuardDuty runtime monitoring now protects clusters running in shared VPCs. Runtime monitoring uses GuardDuty security agents to monitor and analyze compute resources in a cluster. For example, your EC2, EKS, ECS, and it monitors these resources to identify any potential threats. It used to be that these runtime security agents weren't able to be deployed in a shared VPC, which was a problem because a lot of organizations utilize shared VPCs to simplify their network management, as well as to take advantage of the cost optimization, as well as the reduction in operational overhead associated with sharing VPCs across multiple AWS accounts. And so not having those runtime security agents in those shared VPCs was a huge problem for cloud security. All of this is now changed with this new update, which means that the runtime agents can now run in shared VPCs at no extra cost. And so this is a huge win for security. Give this video a like on YouTube if you've enjoyed it, and definitely subscribe if you're new here so you don't miss out on other updates just like this. See you in the next one.